very great learning opportunity for Chloe.
It's not on yet.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm tracking.
Tell me when it's on.
It's live.
It
You just might have to refresh a few times.
I logged out once I can.
Yeah, you might look for a new one.
There we go.
Yeah, you might look for a new one. There you go. You're good. And then you can hit the like button if you haven't. That'll help push it. You did, Chief. You did. Yeah. Is everybody on? You guys see me? Jesus, hello.
Chloe's back.
Yeah, so Chloe, before you continue your random thought, I'm just going to share something with you because I've got people here in the chat to help verify that I'm saying it. I don't think it's appropriate for someone who is 10 or 11 to go onto a live stream and talk about meeting someone. And there should never be an adult who wants to, like, who tries to get you to meet them. That's a very inappropriate thing for an adult to do. So I'm going to say no. If I ever get to a point where I do like a big activity and lots of people are there and you happen to show up, or anybody happens to show up to do a face-to-face meet, I think that is fine. But like when you ask in an environment like this, it's not a very good thing, and it's unsafe, especially for someone who's young. I wouldn't want my kids to do it, and I don't think you should do it either. No, I understand it's just a random thought, but it's not something I would not recommend in the future with anyone that you ever follow or watch on Facebook that's an adult. I wouldn't even try to bring that up. It's just unsafe. It's not safe for you.
Just stay safe, Chloe. As a mom, I wouldn't want my little girl doing that.
So. Well, it's one of those things that, like, honestly, that it comes across as, okay, so the cop or the volunteer person on the other end of that is baiting, and it's like, I'm not interested in that. That's not who I am.
Right.
Freaking heck.
Dad.
What's up, sis?
I also kind of feel like even if they are an adult, but like they're still a lot younger, I feel like even that isn't the best thing.
Yeah, it's...
At least that person's an adult, a consenting adult.
Exactly.
I know, I would never. I just came from my head. Simba laughs.
Yeah.
Heather is saying, hey.
Hi, Heather. Nice to see you again. I remember you were on earlier, I believe.
Chief Hellhunter says not today, ATF. What's that mean?
ATF, as in, like, no, not today.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't getting ATF vibes. I was getting very other vibes. And I'm like, no. That is not at all remotely anything.
Grant Garcia is back or on.
Grant Garcia, what's going on, bud? Amanda Ferguson, hello.
I don't know why she's saying that.
Mike. My mic is working.
I think that's what she's trying to say.
I don't know either. Hello. I get lots of like like teenagers and kids that come into
Chill,
my stream.
Amanda, with the spam.
Right?
Chief's funny.
You're trying to do a challenge. What's your challenge, Amanda? Just tell us what it is, and then, like I'll help how I can within the confines. CP3. In intelligence and gun ownership, you're definitely not behind me in my car because nobody's behind me in my car.
Oh, look, Helen Kellers is back with his funny joke.
Not today, Helen Keller. Valiant effort, but failure.
Had the same mic in every stream.
I don't get it,
I
Amanda.
don't either.
But good for you.
Oh, she has to say mic at every stream.
Oh, you have to say, Mike.
Okay.
I guess that's healthy. Nope.
He's getting blocked.
Done.
Who's getting blocked?
Gone. Helen Keller, gone. I'll have fun with trolls. That wasn't being a troll. That was just being an idiot.
Yeah.
That's not even fun trolling. That's just... It's just trying to get me to say something that's inappropriate. Johnny B will work for 9mm.
Simba said, oh, he was saying bye to the guy.
Amanda, you win $100 from who?
She does the challenge.
Yeah, but from who? It doesn't matter. Helen Keller's blocked for 24 hours, so... Well, you successfully said Mike in our stream, Amanda. Welcome to the family, and that's awesome.
Just tell Chief Hunter that I'm fast. How fast is your band, a hammer, and I was one click away.
It was me that did it.
Well, you were supposed to tell him that because you're driving.
Yeah,
It was
that's how skilled I am. I'm driving. I had one hand on my cup, and I did it faster than everyone else.
Grant. Mike, do I get $100 now?
Yeah, now if I say Mike, does somebody donate $100 towards the revolver? That's awesome.
Jeff wants to know if that's a 1 gallon Pepsi.
It is a 1 gallon mug full of not alcoholic beverage. Because I'm driving. Legitimately, it's not alcohol, but it is a 1 gallon mug full
What is
of
it?
drink. It's mostly Diet Coke it's caffeine free. I don't dump it at the end of the day. I just put more ice in it and let it melt and have kind of Diet Coke flavored water.
Dude, that is so gross.
I know that everybody thinks it's weird. That way I get less carbonation and it doesn't taste like shitty, like hard water from a gas station.
It's huge, yes.
That's
it
what
is.
she said.
Stop.
I can say that joke. It's funny. It's tame. Amanda, you should get everyone who said that you get $100 and see if they want to donate to help me buy a revolver for my channel.
Simba, how many mics from Salt Lake City?
Oh, good
Is
question.
Simba from Salt Lake City?
No, Simba's not from Salt Lake City. He's out east. He just knows that I'm in Utah because, like most people, he used logic and read my name. That's when I. Mia, will you respond to Mom?
What did she say?
She just texted saying she's going to bed.
I can't.
Oh,
Why can't you?
I'm at the screen now.
Jeff. Oh, text her from the
I'll
iPad.
text her.
Okay.
What do you want me to say? Good night, love you.
Just say, I saw your message briefly. It's actually on my iPad. You can click on my messaging app and read what she wrote. Jeff, what I want, Jeff, is the Chiappa Rhino in 357. Or I want, and I don't care if it's the 6-inch or 12-inch, but I want one. Or I want the Taurus 692 that has the 9mm cylinder or the 357 38 cylinder. But I promised the chat, if they help me get to $500 to buy a revolver, they get to choose the revolver. Because I like to reward my subscribers in my chat. I want them to feel a part of the family here. I want them to feel vested in the channel. Apparently the kennel is still dirty.
What's still dirty?
The dogs like pooped and got sick in the kennel, which means they
I just
probably
wrote
ate.
it's all good. Love you.
Okay.
Which means what?
Look at your tampon face.
No, awesome. Great choice. I have PSA guns, so I have Palmetto State Glock clones, but I swap back and forth between the 19 clone and the 43X clone. I love mine. They're great. Amanda, thank you. I appreciate that. Look at that. She's brand new. She's doing a challenge so that she gets $100, and she's here trying to support. Hey, actually, another great way that you guys, if you're new to the channel, if you're having fun, if you've seen some of my shorts, a really easy way to help the channel is you can do a membership, the $5 membership. You can set up for a one-time membership or a revolving membership. I think that $5 is the cheapest one. There might be one that's a little bit cheaper, but everybody gets early access to any videos that I post, and you get some emojis, you get some stickers, so it's kind of cool, and it's a really, really easy way to help out. You've seen my yacht dancing short? That's right. I did the what is it? Pop music. That pop music video suitcase. Going on a journey.
Pop music.
Yep.
Pop music.
I did that song.
Boogie with suitcase.
Boogie with a suitcase. I did that with my AK-47. It was fun.
Boogie with the disco.
It's Jeff, Palmetto State Armory.
Tell them that if they donate, we'll sing for them.
Yeah, if you guys donate, I'll sing you a song. I can sing it like Baba Yaga, or I can sing it for real.
How do we get what she's doing?
Who?
Just this video your daughter's watching.
Oh. If you want to do that, Amanda, you're more than welcome to. I don't ever tell anybody they have to. I just say, if you want to donate, you can. And I appreciate it. And we clap and we have a good time. But I like it when my subscribers do that, and it helps the channel. But also, like I said, you guys get to help me pick the revolver. And whoever the lucky person is that gets me over the $500 mark eventually, because we're at about, like I said, we're at about $287. Whoever the person is that donates that gets us over that $500, they get the cool swag pack that I have set aside, and it's a pretty cool swag pack.
Did you use 50 cal bullet?
Adarsh, for what? Yes, Jeff, FN scars are overpriced. If you guys want me to sing or rap, I don't know a lot of rap songs. But
If you do 500 bottles, I'll the wall, I'll give you 500. 500.
If I do 500 bottles on the wall, 500 bottles of beer on the wall,
That would take a really long time.
I could sing it pretty fast. Giant mug. It's not coffee. It's
Watered down.
It's
Coke.
watered down Diet Coke. So it's sugar-free Diet Coke that's been made even more sugar-free. You should be able to click on the link on my channel homepage, on the YouTube homepage. If you click on youtube.com/@below-average-Utah-dad, or just click on my face, go to the homepage, there's a button that says more, and it's got a bunch of links. You can get to my IG, you can get to my Facebook, to X, to Discord, all those things.
I did a weapon trial for the FN SCAR, shooting under a barrier, and forgot about the reciprocating handle.
Oof!
My thumb did not enjoy it.
That does not sound like it would be fun. Adarsh, I'm not home yet. We're still on the road. We tried to do a couple lives at the Airbnb that I was at in Phoenix, but it didn't work out very well. So, and we're done in Phoenix, so now we're headed back home. We got about 2 hours before we're home. Maybe less. Maybe a little bit less. I actually think I'm getting pretty good gas mileage. Thank you, Jeff.
Chloe Martin says, OMG, you're pretty cute.
Thank you, Chloe Martin. Please be, like, I appreciate it. Please be over 18. Not because I'm interested, but because if you're under 18, that's really weird, and that's not remotely what I like. My daughter's in the car, my aunts are in the car, my mom is in the car. I'm not interested in that life. But thank you.
Jeff Kendall says, safe travels and positive energy to you all.
It's Chloe said she's back.
Grant says it's the stash.
It pretty much, I'm convinced it's the stash.
Adarsh, if in USA, I don't know if he's asking this question.
Yeah, Adarsh is from another country. I'm trying to remember.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's not quite that simple, Adarsh. It's not a toy. You still have to go. You have to apply. You have to do a background check. Like, you can't just walk in anywhere and be like, I would like to buy a gun, and here's my money, and you give me a gun. You still have to pass a background check.
Like what Chief says.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're getting tired.
I saw my bars do a little dippy dip, so I'm hoping that we don't lose anybody.
Looks like it's still going okay.
Well, I know that it's the variable speed zone is in like a little bit of a windy part of a hill. I know where this area is, so we could lose things.
Chief says guns do belong in vending machines. Chloe didn't miss anything.
You did not miss anything, Chloe.
Greener Hughes Amendment. Did you see that?
No.
Greener says repeal the Hughes Amendment.
Repeal the Hughes Amendment. You mean for the appropriations?
That's Greener.
Yeah. Mundo. Mundo, didn't you get mad at me earlier because I was driving and I was trying to interact, and then you got mad?
Greener says Hughes Amendment restricted machine guns.
Oh, I thought it was Brady Act under the Hughes Amendment. It was specifically the Brady portion. Wasn't it? In 1986?
I'm not sure what Darsh is saying. It says, in my country, it's 9:58.
He's talking about the time.
Oh,
Zombie, what's going on, bud? Okay. Yes. Mundo, where are you from? Mundo, where are you from?
I think that Chief deleted it.
No, I just want to know what.
He says 9, 10, 11 to log off. Hi.
Oh no, he deleted something from that was somebody was asking about drugs.
Greener says correct to what you were saying
Okay.
about the Hughes Amendment.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was. Okay. So the Hughes Amendment that was passed, it was specifically the Brady Act, because there were certain things. There were certain things in Firearm Owners Protection Act and FOPA that were actually good. In that, it's the Brady Act that messed with everything.
And Darsh says, who is coughing? He needs some air.
Thank you.
Mundo, how do you not know where I'm from? It's right there in my name. It's right there, bud. You're not. You're showing your hand to your ignorance or level of intelligence. It's right in the name, buddy.
Simba says, Mundo, get it together, short bus. You can see it is in his name where he's from. And Simba's laughing. For Farnados, where are you from? Oh, you said that. Well, once again,
Yeah.
look at his name.
So I'll say I am from Utah. It's in my name, guys. It's in my name, Utah. But Mundo has been in like 3 of my streams now.
Yeah, I know of him.
And so it's just like, it's comical at this point. Almost to Fillmore. And we're about 2 hours.
Leno says, Utah Dead, where are you from? I'm curious. Utah.
I'm from Utah.
I'm not even reading his comment.
So I ain't even click your channel and I can't care enough. And yet you keep coming back, Mundo. I don't care about what you have to say. I don't care about who you are or whatever.
Gosh, Dad.
But this is the 3rd time I've been here.
Bro, I just took the sloppiest. Oh, can't remember. The lower average Utah Dad is clearly from Arkansas.
Yeah, clearly from Arkansas. SoCal. Very good, Mundo. You're from SoCal. That explains a lot. So, aren't we all Fartnado? Aren't we all? I did it all for the dookie. The dookie. The dookie.
We're all a Fartnado?
He said we're all in it for the farts. Thank you. It's late. It's late at night, but yes, I appreciate the have a nice day. If you guys are actually getting sick and you get me sick, I'm
not sick.
You know
I
what?
just can't feel
That's how I feel.
It's in my lungs. I need my inhaler. I'm not sick. I haven't been sick. I did my ramble.
at Darsh. That's right.
Ew, California.
Angle racing in Ohio. Angle Racing. You've been to my channel before, haven't you?
It's 10:32 for me.
Mundo, me too. Me too. I feel that, man. Coors Light connoisseur. Thanks, buddy.
Coors Light.
I like that you just clapped and got excited about Coors Light. I want you to realize I have that. The internet will know now that Leslie just clapped for Coors Light. Sorry. They don't know.
Garcia, I lived in Indianapolis for a while. I loved it.
It is 10:30, Chloe. Adarsh, here in the U.S., in the mountain region, it is 10 or it's 22:35.
The mountains better be blue.
They're black right now.
Gray.
They're very,
We can't even see them.
they're very, very dark gray.
One shot, two dead. My wife and girlfriend both loves watching your channel.
Dude, welcome. I'm glad they do. I love it.
Wait, what?
You,
Girlfriend?
I mean, how you manage to juggle that is amazing, but
Wait, was I the only one that heard my wife and girlfriend?
Mundo, you don't know anything about me. My viewers are having fun and they get a reward out of it. I have fun with them. Do you think that I'm poor? I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm satisfied. I have a pretty okay life. It sounds very much like you're sad and lonely.
Adarsh says complete opposite time. Yes, pretty much. Because he's 10 a.m.
Wait, you ever had a run-in with the law? Wild. I managed to get arrested twice in 1 month. That sounds very much like a skill issue, Mundo. I work for the government. I don't do stupid shit, so I don't get arrested.
Oh, Simba said he was talking about the mountains on the Coors Light can.
Oh,
No, we don't drink Coors Light.
I mean, I like Coors Light every once in a while.
Whatever.
But she doesn't drink. I'm the only one in the vehicle that drinks.
Grant says I grew up in Indianapolis. Now I live in a corrupt little county. I was unaware of the corruption until I moved here. That's a bummer.
Chief, that's awesome. I want you to know. Thank you, gang Coors. You guys, I think Coors put us just under $300. We're just under $300. We are essentially within $200 of a revolver, everybody. That's awesome.
Chief.
Yeah, I like that one.
Mundo thinks getting lobster tail and DVT card is a big luxury.
It is a big cup. It is a big sippy cup. I've got a big metal straw sticking out of it too.
Dad, we're gonna have to tell J-Dog when we hit 420.
Oh, he's gonna want me to text. He's gonna want me to text him because I can text J-Dog.
Damn, that's a big sippy cup.
Yeah. What do I think an expensive car costs in the world? I mean, you could take the most expensive production car and then I guess you could plate it in like diamonds and gold and make it that much more expensive, bud. I don't know, like $1.6 million. Your skill issue is a flex? Getting arrested twice as a skill issue is a flex?
You don't.
That's very strange.
I ain't getting the map, but I'm glad to help. Coors, that's not true. You might get the map.
You could be the lucky one. We're getting
I
closer.
need to do my
Adarsh, no, it's mostly water. Mundo, that statement doesn't even make sense. Mama Yaga, here. Mundo wants to eat. I don't understand. You're a teacher. What does that say?
Ask your mom what?
Yeah, it literally doesn't make sense. Product of the Department of Education in California,
Since
I
when
guess.
was 21 considered a kid? Well, maybe that's why 21-year-olds should vote.
When I'm twice your age,
Since when was 21 considered a kid?
it was up here. He said something about ask your mama something about.
If he's 21, I'm sad for him. Grant. Mundo, did you partake in the protesting? Yeah, that looks creepy.
What looks creepy? Oh, because
It's all black and then Nina's face is white.
Juice box, kiddo? I have no idea what he's talking about.
okay, just put my phone back. That's fine.
Simba, Mundo, 21 is most definitely a kid.
You know what's funny, Mundo, is like you're complaining like when is 21 a kid? Well, I know 18-year-olds that are willing to put their lives on the line and they join the military and they go and they contribute something to society. They're more mature than you. So, and they don't get arrested twice in a month for being a
Were you one of
dumbass.
those people?
No, because I didn't join the military until I was
Delivery
21.
Dragon says big cup, heck yeah.
That's right.
Adarsh says average Bugatti starts with 3 million. I'm not going to read what Mundo says because I don't care. Delivery Dragon, I love those. Ingo Racing says I need to get my Enduro out to Utah and
I
do some
don't
riding.
I don't feel bad for you, Mundo, believe me.
I don't even know why you keep talking to him.
Because it's fun.
Even little Chloe saying, yo, Mundo, be mature.
Wow. Mundo got called out by the 10-year-old, everyone. Dude, that's awesome. Mundo, you know you have a skill issue when the 10-year-old tells you to act like an adult. It's everybody's here. It's fine. It's hilarious.
Lamborghini, blah, 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 price 177 million. I don't believe that. There's no
Probably. That's probably right. Delivery Dragon, 30 soon, and not even a single charge on my record. I love it, dude. Way to be a contributing, useful member of society. I love it. Yes, Rock Lobster. All of us have had to stretch our legs several times on this trip.
Try butt cramps.
Yeah, that's what I kept on saying.
He says he doesn't give AF.
I know, it's funny.
He's
It's
still on there.
it's on the
He's
internet
still
and
there.
he's still here.
Well, why is the moon yellow?
What's really funny about
The
this?
moon looks like it was made of cheese, and I would eat
Yeah.
it.
Jesus,
What's-
then why do you keep talking?
It's really funny because it's one of those things that like
Everybody's totally ganging up.
I'm
on this
really
series.
excited because one day someone's going to like find this live stream that's a buddy of his and he's going to be like, dude, remember that time you were on a live stream and you got made fun of by a 10-year-old girl? That was hilarious. You're so cool. Right after you bragged about getting arrested twice in a month.
Coors
That's
Light,
great.
36,
You
nothing
probably
here.
can't even understand half of what you guys are saying.
It doesn't matter. It's still here. The internet is forever.
Every 5 seconds, I have to lift up my legs, and it hurts because my legs are so
That's
tight.
cool, Adarsh. I've seen that a lot.
To see.
Good try, Fart. Valiant effort, but unfortunately, no. Well, Jesus done timed you out. Yeah.
Yeah, zombie.
That's what Mundo was originally complaining about. He's like, I can't believe you're still doing a live stream. Your live stream's so boring. It's like, dude, I left Phoenix at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's like 780 miles away from where I'm going. If you graduated high school and paid attention in geography, you'd understand. Like, it takes a while to go 780 miles.
Mamterleek is back. How do you say it, Mamterleek?
Mamterleek.
He said
Oh,
that-
from Alaska.
He said that you could say a different name.
Well, his name is the Mamterleek. I can't remember the
Your login, your sign-in name, or whatever you call
yeah,
it.
it's the
Your username. Duplex? Something like that?
it's the Native Alaskan. It's his tribe. It's how to say the town of Bethel. It's the name of the town.
Zombie, good job. Being arrested isn't a flex.
Correct, zombie.
Of course,
How many
that's pretty
people
good,
are
Utah.
in Bethel? There's not that many people in Bethel
I
anymore.
know. In Yupik, that's the language. Thank you, Mantamik.
Oh yeah, you pick. Simba. Mundo still thinks the Earth is flat. He's a flat earther.
Dude, did you guys watch that the Netflix documentary about the flat earthers? And then at the very end, like, Netflix totally just like trolls and roasts them, and they're like, oh, so if you do this experiment, it will definitively prove that the Earth is flat. Yes, it will. And then it like does exactly the opposite. It's like, so this just proved that the Earth is round. And the guy's like, and then it just like ends. It was awesome.
Yeah, I don't get the flat earther thing. Yeah, everybody's just being mad at Mundo.
It's fun. I mean, when you open that can of worms, you just, I mean,
Wait, where did
it's
it
fine.
start?
It helps the chat.
Doesn't matter.
When-
A long time ago.
When I get lots of people on and this kind of thing happens, it's actually really good for the stream and the channel.
Coors Light says, peace out, family. Stay safe. Good night, Coors Light.
Thanks, Course. Love you, bud. Adarsh, don't ask. Not appropriate. Oh man.
Still got 18 people in.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I mean,
We
I'm
can-
getting tired.
I am very tired, but we continue to trudge. You know, a trudge.
Wow.
A trudge, the lamenting walk of a man robbed and yet also
Yeah, you
so
messed
at
up.
fault. What?
You messed up.
I know, I can't remember. I can't remember the line.
El Goblano, Mundo was struggling to defend himself.
This is true.
Oh, no peace there. And he's back. You'll just have to say something. I
Oh.
mean, just ignore
He
it.
wrote something about a condom factory, and I'm just going,
I
oh,
didn't read
is this something that you've experienced?
I don't
Is
even
that why
know.
you know?
Yep, I've read it and I didn't repeat it because I think he's dumb.
Apology letters. Thank you for explaining the joke. That's how we know it was really good. We appreciate it. I'm gonna explain to you how I trolled and spelled things wrong.
Well, I don't really think he's 21.
I don't care.
I
if
don't know,
he is.
maybe he is.
He probably is.
My 21-year-old is out hanging out with her friends, not playing on a chat.
Your 21-year-old also hasn't been arrested twice in 1 month.
Nope, she hasn't. She makes good money. I see edits is back. The culprit is back. Or on. Do you know who that is?
The culprit. Cool. Good luck.
Pack watch.
Wait, you're gonna find Mundo for me? That would be awesome. Thanks, Icy.
He's gonna what?
He was saying I will find you, and I was like, okay, I don't care. Like, you guys, I don't know how else to explain this. I'm fine with you guys seeking me out and trying to find me. You won't be fine, but I'll be just fine.
Icy says I like the mustache brother.
Thank you, Icy.
Zombie's 15 and you're 21 and you're flexing about being arrested like dummy up.
Something about I'm speaking facts. I don't know.
Snickers are good. AF.
Yes, Goblino. Snickers are delicious.
I like the almond ones.
I like the dark ones. Snickers dark.
Ew.
Now that's the one from the Viking commercial. Remember they dropped the Snickers and they're like, the feast is ruined.
I think it's hilarious that Mundo is still on.
I know, it's like,
We're like not even talking to him anymore, but we're just laughing at him.
Mundo's like, this is natural born talent.
Yeah, Simba said Mundo went to juvenile detention twice in 1 month. And Mundo is bragging and saying true that. You're so cool, Mundo.
Hey, thanks, Icy. I appreciate it. Anytime you guys want to drop in. If you're new to the channel, if you subscribe, if you just want to drop in and say hi real quick, you're always welcome to join in the below average family.
My butt hurts.
That tracks. We've been sitting for...
Icy, did you see that? That he's just stopped in to say hi?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Darsh is like, I liked Mike more. Oh man, Adarsh, that was awesome. Chief's laughing, everybody. Oh man, that is so good.
Zombie. Once you're out of your parents' basement, come back to the live. That was a good one.
That was great. Oh man, Adarsh, that was wonderful. Man. That was so great.
The laugh. They're laughing at your laugh.
Oh, that's fine. Everybody does. My auntie laughs my laugh. She's been doing it
Since he was born.
since I was like 12. The fact that the foreign dude even knows that you're a clown, Mundo, is hilarious. Adar, she's not from America.
Right.
Like, the fact that even he's like, man, even Mike, the other guy that sucked, was better than this.
Take the cap off. Let's see what.
Let's see what I look like. I look like I look. My hair isn't going to change the way that I look. You guys can see it. Wants to know if I'm bald.
think you need a Snickers. You're not a hack yourself when you're hungry. Oh, brother. Balding boy. Okay.
Yep.
Mr. Clean, I'll take that.
Okay.
Dan Animates, hello there.
Hey, what's going on, Dan?
I don't know the 7th biggest country in the world. I'm from the 7th biggest country in the world. You can guess. What's the 7th biggest country in the world?
Well, let's see. Russia, Canada,
China, right?
the United States, China, probably India after China, probably Iran after India.
Country?
Africa. Africa is a continent. Oh, Australia is in there. So Iran? Adarsh, is it Iran? Or is it, no, it's Iraq, right?
El Goblino. Utah Dad is more handsome than you, Linda.
That I believe, Mundo. That is the first thing you've said that I truly believe.
What?
My anger issues led me to a very sad environment. I believe that. I truly believe that, and that's unfortunate. I think that's the first truthful, real thing you've said. And this isn't the environment. When everyone else is having a good time and you're the only one that's sad or fighting back, the problem most likely isn't everyone else.
Go watch Banter.
Go read Bambi. Man.
You pick is nice. I really do hope things go better for you.
Yeah, Yupik is...
It's Chloe.
Yupik's
I
the
think what
language.
you have is what's called depression.
Oh, goodness.
Grant, Lando needs someone to love him. Poor fella is empty inside and trying his hardest to trigger people.
That probably
Probably true,
isn't
Grant.
incorrect, Grant.
Incorrect. Correct.
No, you're not, Chloe. You're not being rude.
Yep, you're being honest.
Dan, yes, he did. What can we do to help, Mundo? We'll stop picking on you and we'll help. What can we do? What can we do to help you? I mean, we've already given you advice. Like, don't get arrested. It's not a good thing. Baba Yaga gives amazing hugs. Would you like a Baba Yaga live stream hug? You're pretty okay, you Darsh.
It's India. I said that. 7th biggest country is India. Let's look it up.
Well, now we tried to help him. We had fun.
That's happening.
I don't know.
Is that? Oh. What is that symbol from Dan Animates?
I don't know. Back to Lumbi, yes. We are on our way back home. I know he only gets 180 characters, so...
The one in the back looks like a face.
That's because there are 3 faces in the back.
That's not what that is. What is that?
I don't know.
It's like reflecting off something.
It's a ghost.
That? Right here? Oh, it's reflecting off my headrest.
Is that what that is? No.
Oh, we can't... Mia, they can hear a lot of your music. We're not supposed to actually have music playing because we can get hit with a copyright. I know it's like we were kind of having fun with Mundo because he was trying really hard to be a troll. We put it back on him, then we felt bad and said, "Hey, what can we do to help?" And then he left. It's like we genuinely started to care about his well-being, and he left. Oh, is that the little
Yeah.
it's the little whip lights?
Can't even see your end. Well, yeah. Can't anymore.
Yeah, there was like 2 seconds of like a theme song to a TV show my daughter was watching once, and it blocked like all the audio in my whole thing till I got it removed. No, I mean that's why, like, with Chief, like, anybody who's ever modded on my channel, that's why I say, no, don't just kick people out. Let them talk. Maybe sometimes they just need help. Maybe sometimes they just need to vent. We'll have fun with it. We'll put it back on them. Like, usually there's a psychological reason why people do stuff like that. And
Yeah, you pick is right. I told him I hope he as well changed his mentality.
Yep, 100%. Leo, what's going on? What do I think about what's going on in LA? I've talked a little bit about it, but like it sucks for the people that are here illegally that are now being deported. It sucks because they've been here for how long? But at the same time, they've been here for how long illegally? But I also don't condone attacking police officers and ICE agents and National Guardsmen and Marines who are doing what they are legally and lawfully supposed to do. Like, it's not even like an incorrect or unlawful order. They're obeying the law. And so when people riot and attack, it doesn't help your argument. It doesn't help you to look more right. So it just kind of sucks that people want to come here to America and they want to have a better life, but then now they're upset because they didn't come here the right way, because their own governments are bad or whatever, when they could have gone through steps to
Grant asked
take things properly, do
Grant
things
asked
properly.
if the Marines ended up getting deployed.
I don't know if they got deployed, but I think they're on like high alert. I know that the National Guard is out in force.
Chloe says she almost died in 3.
That's very sad, Chloe.
And Zombie wants to know what your favorite NHL team is.
Ooh, I don't know that I have a favorite NHL team. We have one here in Utah that used to be the Phoenix Coyotes, and now they're the Utah Mammoth, which is kind of cool. But I haven't seen them play. I haven't been to a hockey game in a while, so. Hunter,
Back, yeah.
hey buddy. Hunter, did you get hired?
Mundo loves you now. He's feeling the love.
Oh, man.
He says, so bad news, guys. Must not have. Hunter said, so bad news, guys. And Chief says, okay.
Oh no. Which portion? You failed which portion?
Yeah, that's sad.
So what does that mean, bud? What does that mean? Where does that put you? Is it like practice and retake the test, or what's up? If I lose everybody, I'm sorry. We're kind of in a, it's not a deep valley, but it is a little bit of a valley.
Unnamed says, what's up, gentlemen? And Anthony Koss says, Mustache Man, you're still driving. Yeah, those late night dad trips, you can do it.
Mundo, that's not good. What's going on, bud? We don't want to hear that. We don't want that to happen. I might disagree with some of the things you said, and you know, I'm going to push things back on you, but what? Why are you feeling that way? What's going on? All of my regulars know that I take things like that very seriously. So what's going on? Okay. Good, Hunter. Good vibes, love, prayers, everything. I want to see you be successful. That'll be awesome.
Anthony says, have a good night. Drive safe.
Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it, bud.
Upic says, bike, Mundo. It helped me deal with a lot mentally. Ooh, biking's a good thing to do when you're...
It is.
Biking's good.
Well, I just saw Mundo said something about being really depressed now, so...
Right, he did. I'm saying that.
All right, I think we need to stop and do a bathroom break. I kind of need to go to the bathroom. Oh, it's Scipio. We're passing Scipio, everyone. That doesn't mean hardly anything to most people, but that's okay.
Oh, I don't know. Skipping over your comment, what did you say, Bad Bunny?
I'm sorry.
Bad Bunny, yeah, of course you have nothing to say, white boy. I don't know who he's talking about.
What? What's going on? I'm so confused. I'm sorry, guys.
Bad Bunny says, yeah, of course you have nothing to say, white boy. And then he said, LOL, skipping over my comment because they know I'm right. I don't know who, if he's talking about you, though, or someone else. Chief says, I tried to apply to Portac, but the recruiter told me I need to speak Spanish. The only Spanish I know is no mas pantalones.
I like it, Chief. That was a good one.
Hunter said I told the recruiter about the specific scoring because he told me I failed a section, and now I'm waiting to hear back to know how I did on all three. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of times it doesn't matter whether you failed by 1 point or like a bunch of points. Like if you fail the section, you fail the section.
Protest. I didn't see. I didn't see Bad Bunny's comment about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Wait, it's dark and I'm getting tired, and I've got another hour and a half to drive. So if I'm missing your comments, it's not because I'm trying to be mean. It's because
tell them we didn't see the related to the protest.
Yeah, so I didn't see what was said by Bad Bunny or some of the. Oh, is that closed? Are these closed?
For bathrooms, it looks like.
Damn it.
Where are you stopping? Where are we at?
We're in Scipio.
I don't even know where Scipio is.
It's in Utah.
Well, duh. I mean, it looks awesome.
So
I know, that's what I was saying.
So sorry, guys. We're trying to find a bathroom. Trying to find a gas station with a bathroom.
Let's see if I can go back.
I think that gas station might be open. It looks like a Flying J. Flying J's are usually 24 hours. So.
Okay, Mundo says shit's just been piling up and I'm over it and I don't know how to keep pretending I'm good. That's all I got right now.
No, I understand that, Mundo. Mundo, I don't know if you've ever seen any of my other videos, but I talk about mental health a lot in my videos. And even just opening up like you are right now, talking and admitting that things aren't always good. that's the first step towards, okay, things aren't always good and things aren't always going to be good, but that doesn't mean that the solution, because people that consider, you know, suicide or whatever, people that are highly depressed, they immediately think worst case scenario, and they want to take permanent action so that they don't have to deal with hard times. Hard times suck. Everyone has hard
Everybody
times.
has
They
hard times.
really suck.
Can you turn the air conditioner on?
Yeah. Sorry.
Is it open on?
But we want to, if we want to learn and grow, we have to embrace those hard times and learn from them. So,
Zombie, buy me Skittles from the gas station.
Help me try.
so here, you guys go in. I'll stay in since I'm chatting until one of you comes back.
I just need to stretch.
Are you reading the comments then? Do I need to sit here and read them for you?
No, it's like I'll just sit here. You guys can go in and go potty or whatever.
Okay, well, make sure you're seeing.
Dad, do you want
Yeah.
anything?
No, you're right. It's not about just thinking positive, Mundo. It's about trudging. It's about embracing what's going on, accepting that it sucks, and then coming up with what you can do to fix whatever's going on.
Oh, I forgot I took my bra off.
It's
Dad, do
thank
want
you,
anything?
Hunter. No, I'm gonna go to the bathroom when you guys get done. Yeah. 100%, guys. That's what we do here. We help each other, we build each other up, we push each other. Like, nobody ever has a perfect life. I know people that are way better off financially and what appears to be in their life than I am even. But different times and periods of life and different lifestyles have different challenges. And so it's about what little steps you need to do one step at a time to make it through those hard things. It's not about fixing everything at once. It's about fixing the thing you can. The little wins matter in life. I tell that to my son. He's almost 18 all the time. And it's like, dude, I know grades suck, school sucks, but sometimes you need to do something. Like if school is hard, if you feel like you're being trapped by work or by school, like something you're good at, you are really good at mowing the lawn. That's something hard that sucks to do, but go mow the lawn. He'll go mow the lawn. And then it's, yeah. Yes, I have several children. Take the little wins. Hello, Shar. How's it going? We can all poke fun. We can all keep each other in check, and we can all, defend what we believe in, but Dr. Nowhere, hello. How's it going? Daniel Barry, what's up? Chief. But live life. I mean, I have 3 children, Adarsh. I'm a father of 3. There are 3 children in my family. Live life. I don't know what all that is. It looks like Tagalog, maybe. So that's what we do here, man. There are lots of people that discover this channel, and yeah, I am a conservative dad, and I don't like woke stuff, and I have guns, and, you know, I voted for Trump, and all these things. But that doesn't mean I want people to have terrible lives. Doesn't mean I want people to be depressed. I certainly don't want to see anybody ever get so down that they take their own life. Like that's horrible. I hate that. It's a permanent solution to usually a very temporary point in life and mindset. So even though people don't see eye to eye with me, I never want to see people harm themselves or have bad fortune. Hello, Edith. Some people see it that way, Tane, but I mean, some people see it as he's doing a lot to help save America. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see, Tane. I mean, the world's opinion of America matters a little bit. Young Blueberry, whoops, eats Cheez-It. Yes, Cheez-Its are delicious. That he wanted? Oh, that he wanted me to buy, or that he wants for himself? I don't remember, dude. I'm a terrible channel. I can't remember. There was something that he said he would do some very dastardly things to get. I think I'm a Libra, Shar. I like it, Hunter. Oh, the ACR? Does he want an ACR? I mean, I think a lot of people like the ACR. Yeah, they will. And it matters in the sense that, like, there are allies and we have influence, but it doesn't matter in regards to whether or not our leaders are actually doing what they say. Marias, I'm guessing that's some kind of innuendo or joke to get me to say something. I'm probably not going to read it because I don't know what it means. Oh, man. My nose is dry. It's full of boogers. It's gross. Shar, we are in Utah. We're driving home. We've been on the road since about 10 a.m. in Arizona. We have about another hour before we get home. That Micah reviewed. I like Utah. Chloe likes Utah. Most of my family likes Utah. Okay. Auntie Shorty is back, so she's going to talk to you guys while I run to the bathroom. All right, you can chat with the chat while I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh.
Okay.
Ouch. All right. What do we got going on here? You pick. I was born in Colorado as well. I don't remember it very much though. I do like flying into the Denver airport though. Simba, that is not good. Does it say why they shot somebody from your a mile from your house? I am back. And Chief said, yep, howdy. Hi, Chief.
This is our live stream now. Which means we can do whatever.
We're the bosses.
Switch. Switch.
Ugh, gosh, you're fine. Stop it.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but I was trying to let in.
Oh, I didn't know that was here.
You didn't know I was coming in with you for.
I didn't know. I didn't see you.
We were just leaving around the gas station.
Well, I thought she might still be in there with Devin or something.
But you're.
Are they still on?
I like Filipino. Let's keep it better. Interesting. I don't know what that is. I don't know what sponge is.
I'm ready for this trip to be over. I love you guys, but man, let's do this outside.
Mundo, I will let below average dad, Utah dad, respond to you when he gets back. But I get being in college and your class is kicking your butt. I've been there, done that. And I did it as a single mom, so.
So did I. 100%. You
Can
got
they
this.
even hear you?
Yes, they can hear me.
Okay. Alright, what's in it?
It is Hi-C, orange Fanta, Sprite, and lemonade.
I just refreshed.
Grant, I agree with you. At least you're in college. Not everyone has that opportunity, and that's true. And Chloe, you're right. God and Jesus do love you. Chief Hellhunter, Twizzlers, all the way.
100%.
That was actually my college food snack.
I'm gonna be honest.
When I was studying, I would sit there and chew on Twizzlers while I was doing my homework.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually choose Skittles.
I don't.
I mean, I like Twizzlers, but
Chief, you know what? Utah Dad probably. Oh, actually, he didn't take it. It's sitting right in front of us.
yeah.
Maybe he just went to go to the bathroom.
I mean, he didn't.
Grandma, what can they see?
Yeah.
I think it's like turned or something.
No, they can see.
There he is. Here's below average Utah Dad. He's back.
I'm back.
Mundo had some good points.
What did he
He
bring?
had some good comments that you might want to respond to. He said, college been kicking my A lately. I'm out here trying to make it work. But my family won't even throw me a lifeline for rent, juggling classes, stress, and bills. She is not easy.
Yep.
I've done that.
Yep.
Dude, I've been there. I've been through all of it. I've been in the military for 20 years. I'm a reservist. I have my associates, my bachelor's and my master's. I've had to pay for it all on my own. I'm the oldest in my family, and you know, Mama Yaga's here, and she can attest. Like at the time when I started school and when I first got married, like my family wasn't really super in a position to help subsidize me. A lot of my siblings have been able to get that help, and I'm grateful for it because it's helped them to be successful. And it sucks, but it's worth it.
Yep.
It's worth it in the end, man. You will recognize and appreciate the value of your accomplishments more than anything I can say or anyone in this stream will say. When you realize I did that and it sucked and it was hard and it was something that I don't ever want to go through again, but I'm glad I went through it.
Look,
Yep,
it's
Mundo,
almost out of
you
the
got
eclipse.
this. You can do it.
It taught me I
And
could
Mundo
do
is
pretty much
saying-
anything after that.
Yep, that's true. Like Auntie Flowers just said, being able to get through that taught you that you can do anything.
Yep, I did
Yep.
it with 4 kids, single, no child support, 2 degrees in 5 years.
Yeah.
And I was on the honor roll, so that tells you. And I worked 30 hours a week,
He says that he's
so you can do it.
he's glad that we believe in him, respect, and then he says, I don't believe in me right now, but knowing y'all do, that's what's keeping me from falling all the way off. Respect for real.
You're welcome, Mundo.
Yep.
See, Mundo, aren't you glad you joined this chat?
We may have given you a lot of shit, but you know what? The people that care about you, the people that are real in your life, they'll give you shit. I tell that to people all the time. I tell that to people all the time. There's a difference between someone who's nice and someone who's kind. Someone who's nice will tell you what you want to hear, validate everything that you want, and then not give 2 shits about what actually happens. Someone who's kind will tell you the hard thing that nobody wants to say and nobody wants to hear, but needs to be said and heard, and they'll do it from a place of caring and guidance and with the expectation that they want to see you succeed.
Is there anything in that?
I don't know.
Okay, so we'll continue the support, Mundo, but let's
Hey.
move on to some other comments.
Ask Mundo what his major is. What's he?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Mundo, what are you studying?
Okay, Practical Civilian says update on HPA. He says they are pretty confident it will pass, but states might require paperwork to own them. What paperwork that will be, we don't know. And then update on HPA, no updates on short yet.
Okay. Thank you, Brack.
And then we believe in you, Mundo. He also says that. Okay, I'm trying. There's a whole bunch, so I'm trying to read like
Yeah, you're
each
good.
person's. Greg Garcia says
Dante, I'm tired.
what?
Dante said, "Are you bored?" And I said, "No, I'm tired."
Grant says at least you're in college, and then he says I joined the Marines so they would pay for my college. I used most of my GI Bill, and it didn't help with the struggle. It did help with the struggle. He wrote 2. And then he wrote, I'm just trying to play catch up here, so.
It's helping me to not be as tired, Hunter. More than anything, it's helping me to stay engaged and at least moderately more alert and not want to go to sleep. I've been up for almost 18 hours.
Getting lots of support from Mundo through all this. So, Chief says he used all my GL Bill getting my BIS
Yeah.
in chemical engineering. It was rough. With a 5-year-old and 2-year-old makes it move more so.
Yep.
Yep, see? Been there. Once again, lots of people believing in him. Hunter likes it. How much more driving? Yeah, you already answered that.
Probably another hour and a half.
Dante, yes, you answered that. This stream is really positive. I love it. Shar says that. We're being positive tonight. Yay. See, Mundo,
Yeah.
everybody believes in you. Where are
Yep.
you going?
Hey, Mundo, what's your major? What are you studying in college right now? Yes, Hunter. I remember your interview.
He doesn't say yet.
Yeah, that's I'm reading my portion too. Some of it I think we're starting to blend a little bit with what I know. Can someone find in one of the snack bags one of my Built Bars? I just need something. I've got my drink, but I need something like
Yeah,
sweet.
give me a second. I'll
Yeah,
find it.
you're good.
Ubik says, you're what a trooper. 18 hours is 18 hours is get a hotel 8 hours ago. Haha. Well, it hasn't been 18 hours, but
It feels like it.
Chief says I can't drive 2 hours without wanting to sleep.
Yeah.
That's how we feel.
Yeah, I haven't been driving for 18 hours, but I have been awake for 18 hours. And then before I started driving, I spent like 4 hours loading a truck and cleaning a house.
Okay, so Mundo says, bet I don't say much, but just know if you ride with me, I ain't letting y'all down. I move for the ones that believe in me. And then he says, I'm finna sub, bruh. See what sort if things you upload, you seem chill, interactive, and polite. Big ups, man, for keeping it real.
My ear won't pop.
So, sounds like you might be getting off.
Thank you, 2 cents. Sounds good, Mundo. Go have a laugh. Trust me, there's some good stuff out there.
Tell him to join you more often.
Join in on the live streams more often, man. You're more than welcome.
Wait, isn't he the one that
Stop. Well, legit, the day before my fierce. Oh, my fiance and I drove 18 hours back to our house. Did we convert Mundo?
Maybe.
That's what Grant said. Grant Garcia.
I don't know. I'm not too worried about politically, but I mean, if anytime we can get someone that wants to stick with the stream and be part of the family, like that's always a win. Anytime we get people to stay in the family and want to be a part of things, like we don't have to agree politically on things. That's fine. That's healthy. Another one of the goals of this channel is to bridge that gap. Like you don't have to agree with me, but we can all be aligned in a common goal of like being decent to each other.
Right.
You might not like guns. I love guns. I think they're fun.
I love climate change.
I can't stand climate change. And that's Mama Yaga talking.
I don't know the practical civilian heard that we read his comments.
Oh,
'Cause
no,
he
he said
Oh, he said loud and clear, but then
Yeah.
he said, what I miss. Oh, he didn't miss anything.
yeah.
He says, what I miss, read my comic about. Nope, he didn't miss anything. We were just talking to Mundo.
Big old nuts. What's going on? Hello.
I mean,
Yes, practical. Win for family, win for chat.
I think everybody else is getting tired.
Grant, I am not absent of what you're saying.
What's Grant saying?
He's
Yes, tell practical civilian we saw the update on his.
yeah.
I think that might have been when I was doing it and you went in here, was it?
No, I think Mundo is getting ready to go to I think he's getting ready to go to bed. Lovebug, can I get some advice? Sure, go ahead and ask. There's lots of us here, and you don't have to take it, but you're asking? Sure, we'll offer. Mia, did you say you found my Built Bar?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, I thought Mia found
Here,
something.
hold on for a minute. Did you find a Built Bar for him?
How do you tell your girlfriends?
Dad, I thought that you grabbed that had all of your
Oh, yeah, Grandma did. put a bag up here?
It's back there.
Oh.
Remember, you put it back by me. It's the little gold one.
This or the... Oh, you
No,
have
maybe
the
it
gold
is
one.
up here.
Shar, thank you for sticking around. Glad you were here and had a good time. Thank you, Cores. I didn't see all of it, but it looked, yeah.
I don't know if the built bars got put in here, Devin.
I thought that they,
I don't know. I think they're in the bigger box. I've got gummies. That doesn't help.
I'll just eat my edamame beans.
Seaweed.
Oh, actually, that seaweed does sound good. Can you open the seaweed for me? Since I have,
It doesn't smell the car up.
it's going to smell of the car. It's seaweed.
People are commenting. Are you looking?
I am. I just can't read it very well.
Okay, Practical Civilian says best way to tell them is over dinner, but just get it out in the air. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
So somebody made a comment, and it looked like it was very strange. I think it went in a direction that was probably not the best.
Says you love the gym.
Yeah, I think it went in a
Was it
not.
Love Bug?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Hunter says, alrighty guys, thanks for having me. See y'all next stream. Good night, Hunter.
Good night, Hunter.
Practical
You
Civilian
got the
says,
next interview, man. You're gonna nail it.
Mondo says, hey Chloe, life throws hell at us all sometimes. Some fold, some fight back harder. You're too young to check out now. Keep trying to stay sharp. Don't let the past steal your future. Hunter, take it easy, brother. Practical Civilian says ASMR driving. Shar says, I subscribed.
Thank
Adar
you.
says, can you riz McDonald's? Yeah, I don't know what that says.
Wait,
Adarsh.
I can.
Can you riz McDonald?
Yeah, don't. Adarsh is strange.
I don't know. It and I'm over it. Life is tough and that's Chloe.
Yep.
I know, and I'm over it. Life is tough and I'm almost 3 years old. But she's good now, so. Hunter says, Mundo, to the best regards, hope you chat next stream. Alright, Coors is going to bed. I got to drive to nearby LA tomorrow. What? Does he live in California?
He's a tow truck driver. He does a lot of different things.
He's a tow truck driver. And the LA riots out there. Adar says, bye. Adar says, bye, guys. Have a great go. I don't know what that means. I don't know, Chloe. Bye, Coors. Practical Civilian says,
Oh man, it's
as
gone.
an engineer, I can't wait for the suppressor thing to pass. I
Dude.
got files I can't wait to design.
Practical. You let me know when you've got one. I am in.
Oh, Shar says, have a safe drive, guys. So
Thank you, Shar.
Do you think 80% of suppressor kits will return?
That would be awesome.
What's the
Do you 3D print, or are you talking like full milling and stuff?
Good night, Jack of all trades.
She's the auntie. That's what she does. Silvio, how's it going? Have you never had that before?
Did someone just say something about me?
They said she's reading all of the chats in one breath.
Yeah, I'm trying. They're going by fast.
And this is, like, think about this. There's only 16 people in here. What do you think it's like when I'm doing a live stream at home and I have like 150?
I don't even see that comment. Where do you see that?
I don't know. It's already gone. Oh, it's below course saying.
Oh, Adar says she reading all chat in one breath. Sorry. Oh, Silvio's back.
Hi, Silvio.
Practical, there are cleaning kits available. Grant Garcia says practical, there are cleaning kits available. I'm not sure why Sylvia says Lyft. Maybe they think you're a Lyft driver.
No, Sylvia, I'm driving from, I've been on the road forever. My whole family's with me. We, well, not my whole family, but a bunch of my family's with me. We went to a wedding for my youngest brother, and we're on our way back to, from Phoenix, Arizona. We're on our way back to Salt Lake City in Utah, and we've just been on the road forever.
Practical Practical says CNC machine work and 3D print metal. It is a bit costly though, both to my wallet and personal life.
I feel you, Practical. Dude, you know me, man. Once it all goes through, you let me know, and I'll throw some support your way, because I'd love to be one of the first guys that gets to use one. If you build it, I'd love to use it.
What's it building?
Suppressors.
Chief says
He hasn't built them yet because it's still in Congress, but it's supposed to pass, and that would be amazing. It would be a big deal.
Atticus felt like he needed to make a comment that you're streaming and driving at the same time, which is illegal.
It is not.
And Chief says driving and streaming isn't illegal as long as your hands are free to use. Driving and streaming is the same as using a dash cam. And then Atticus says, okay, never mind. Someone else is reading the chat. Correct. Darsh needs to quit picking up on girls.
Adarsh.
He's picking up on Chloe now.
Adarsh, Bud. I get it, cultural differences, but Bud, you gotta.
Chief deleted it. He's like, how old are you? And she's all 10. And he's like, perfect age. For what?
Okay. Adarsh, how old are you?
Practical says he'll keep you in the loop. Grant Garcia says Adarsh leave the 10-year-old alone. True.
El Zacatecano, I think it kind of sucks, but I think it sucks on both sides.
Adarsh says I'm not busy. El Zacatecano. He wants to know about LA right now.
Okay. Hey, Chief, if you're on, do a perma on Adarsh, please.
What's a perma?
Because he won't tell you his age.
Yeah, Chief, can you do a permanent on Adarsh, please?
Darsha said no.
Yeah, how old are you, Adarsh? Too late.
What?
Why was he still talking
He
to Chloe?
was being weird.
He was kind of being weird to the little girl.
How?
So he was in the stream on the way down, and he was chatting, and I thought he was like a kid, but now I'm thinking he's just a weird Indian dude.
Anyway, so
Is it ours the same?
El Zacatano asked about the LA right now. Simba did a facepalm because of what the hell was going on. And the sacred Wamatian. I don't know what that says.
Yeah, I don't know. I just see Silvio. No, Silvio, I'm just driving my family. I don't do DoorDash, I don't do Lyft. Just driving my family. We're on a road trip. In America, that's something that's common, to get in the car and drive for a day to go visit family and do things together. We don't avoid driving. We have some.
Atticus is saying nothing to think about LA, nothing is happening that never happened before.
That's fair. It's true.
I think Adarsh is from India. Do you remember he said he's the 7th biggest country? We looked it up.
Yeah.
Schulexel
Shul Exel. Hey, how's it going?
And El Zakatania says, I know, but now it's totally bad.
Yeah.
He's talking about LA.
It's look, here's the thing with LA. Nobody wants to see families split up. Most cops, and when I say most, I mean like more than 95%. Most cops don't want to shoot people with rubber bullets or otherwise. Most military members, again, 95% of people don't want to shoot people. It is unnatural to want to harm another human. And I get there's people that are angry, but like there's also laws that exist, and they exist for a reason. Because if we didn't have those laws, it would be complete anarchy. So whether you like the law or not is beside the point. You have to abide by the law. If you're here illegally, then the risk is, if you are caught, then you're going to be sent away. It doesn't matter how long you've been here, you're going to be sent away. The law hasn't changed. There are just as many people that are super pro-immigration and anti-ICE and anti-closed borders that have been politicians and in power, and they haven't done jack shit to change the laws to make it so that all of the people who are here illegally are no longer here illegally. They are just as much to blame for the situation as the people that are currently the majority, which is Republicans,
Okay,
which are
so
trying to make that go away.
El Zakatan, I can't say his name, but we'll just call him El.
Okay.
El Zak.
Okay.
El Zak says that they don't ask if you speak Spanish, they just arrest you for speaking Spanish. And he says, I'm an American citizen, but I grew up in Mexico most of the time. So
Okay.
I can understand his concern.
Yeah, I agree. But they're not just randomly arresting people. There have been many briefs that have been talked about this. They're arresting, they went out, they had 39 individuals that they were targeting. And in the process of arresting the 39 individuals, they discovered other people that could not prove their citizenship. Due process exists in the sense that you're given the opportunity to prove your citizenship. Where's your ID? Where's your green card? Where's this, that, and the other? Where's your identification that shows you belong here?
Well,
if you can't produce that,
also, like what happened in Peoria, I was just reading it. And so this is Peoria, Arizona.
where we were earlier
we
today.
were earlier today. So a warrant, the police had a warrant that had been issued for a search of a home for illegal drugs. And that's what the police were there for, was to search the home. But people heard that the police were coming and that it was an ICE raid. And so people started to protest. Some people were arrested for the protest, but that is not what the police were there for. They were there to follow up on, with a warrant to search a home for illegal drugs.
Yeah, if you're protesting, like protest, I think protesting is fine. I think protesting in violence is not, because, well, when you protest in violence, you are no longer acting in good faith. But if you are protesting and there is a lawful warrant, there's a lawful process of arresting someone. If you protest that and get in the way, you are obstructing a lawful action, and therefore you are subject to arrest. It's not just random. It's, well, we have a warrant, we're allowed to go do what we need to do. And then if you get in the way and, you're just being bigots. Well, no, you just don't know what's going on. And if you get in the way, you're going to get arrested. I dare you. Okay. But yes, if it keeps happening, the police are going to err on the side of caution. And what they're going to do is they're just going to arrest everybody. They're just going to assume that everybody's there to put them at risk and to be jerks. And so they're going to go, okay, well, we're just going to arrest everybody. And if a bunch of illegals or people that are breaking the law are found, then that's what's going to happen.
Atticus says social media is blowing up the LA riots. The clashes happening on small scale in very few areas. Mostly it's peaceful or just polite, or police standing on one side and people on the other. For the most part, probably that's true. But there are being some serious situations, I would say.
Anthony.
You know?
Anthony. So
Atticus.
No, I hear Atticus, but I saw something that someone said. Anthony, how do you define unnecessary violence? I want to know what's being said. I want that to be very distinctly defined. Unnecessary violence. I hear you, Practical. On the CNC machine. We're driving up to Salt Lake City. We've been driving since 10 a.m.
How much we have left?
I honestly don't know. I think we're about
2 hours-ish, 2.5 hours.
I don't think it's that long. I think it's about an hour.
Have we even hit Nephi yet?
Almost.
I think so. Almost there.
I can tell you.
So Devin, wouldn't you say that, or Yaga Baba?
Just can't. It's one thing. I have one rule. I have one rule.
I know.
Below average Utah dad.
Below average Utah dad.
Just
Son.
below average.
Son. Wouldn't you say that
Dude, we're just barely from anti.
when a peaceful protest turns into a riot, it's no longer considered a peaceful protest?
And we have to switch off the current battle.
Yeah.
Yep, I know.
Good thing we don't have to go anywhere tomorrow.
And so
A
when people
peaceful
start
protest.
throwing bricks and
If you're throwing objects and you're lighting things on fire,
you're bashing cars in,
if you're shining a flashlight in a police officer's face, it's no longer a peaceful protest.
Oh, Elle says we can call Betty.
Thank you, Eddie.
Elzak said we can call Betty.
Thank you, Eddie. I'm from Utah. One of my aunts is from Utah. My other aunt is from Idaho, and my mom's in Idaho.
Practical civilian and who is it?
Grant? I don't know.
Not Grant. Practical civilian and the other guy. Oh, Chief. Throughout this whole time, they're just sitting there talking guns with each other.
Oh, they're like Practical's been one of my subscribers. Like I subscribe to his channel. Practical's been one of my subscribers for a really long time. So has Chief. So
They're just both like sitting there talking about their
yeah, that
funny stuff.
that usually happens on these live streams when we start talking about something. If the mods want to have a discussion amongst themselves.
Then Grant Garcia jumped in, kind of. Yeah,
We're talking steel work.
Yep, steel production. Main shops in Ohio. And Practical's in Ohio.
Garam, is that you, Adarsh?
No, Chloe, you're not being ignored. Tell Chloe what you're eating.
What I'm eating? I was eating.
She's
I
like,
was
"What are you
eating. I was eating dried edamame beans.
I thought you were eating seaweed.
I ate the seaweed already. I was still hungry.
Seaweed is yummy. It just smells bad.
Eddie says that he just moved to Arizona. If someday you need something in your family, let me know. I don't have too much. I'm just a 23-year-old Sky in this new world called USA.
That's awesome,
Good for
Eddie.
you.
That's awesome. I don't live in Arizona, but that's where my brother got married, so that's why we were there. Garand is a Darsh.
Oh.
A Darsh. Okay, so here's the deal. You have to disclose how old you are. Okay? You've said some things and you've made some comments that are concerning. And so I need to know, because that will determine whether or not you get to stay. You're 16. Buddy? No.
Don't be weird.
Don't be weird anymore. Do not talk to young ladies. I don't care what the culture is on my stream. You do not talk to young ladies that are more than 5 years younger than you if you are a teenager. You shouldn't really be talking to anybody that isn't a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay?
Let's see.
Don't do it anymore.
Anthony said Marine vet here. Anthony Soprano.
Thank you, Anthony.
When does defending the Constitution come into effect? At what point should the military defend the founding document and not the current president?
Anthony. Okay, so you're asking when is the president acting in a way that's treasonous? All right? Because I am also a vet. All right? So, what has, because you're asking why isn't the military trying to oust the president, essentially. So I want you to be very specific, because I don't think you answered my other question about when can you use violence, or when is police violence too much. I want to know if I'm understanding correctly.
Yeah, I don't
What-
think you are.
What has the president done that is treasonous that would require the military to oust him? Yes. And also the president, and to uphold the lawful orders of the president. So answer the question. You're talking about protecting the Constitution from the president. That happens when necessary. What has happened that makes it necessary?
Brighton wants to know if we're going through Tremont.
No, Brighton, we're not. We're south, bud. We're
almost
passing
to
through
Mona.
Mona right now.
Mona!
Yay,
That's
that's
where-
Mona.
That's where my grandma and grandpa lived. We already
So-
passed through Nephi, where Brandon
Yeah.
Kellers is from.
They have the lavender fields in. Speaking as the flower auntie, they have lavender fields in Mona.
Yes, they do.
I didn't know.
I am not single. I am happily married with 3 children. But I appreciate that you find me attractive. I know my mustache is hard to resist.
Looks like the Marlboro Man, huh?
It's like Tom.
I was
Selleck.
going to say
Tom
Tom
Selleck?
Selleck, but he was the Marlboro
I
Man.
know.
So, yeah.
Mandy Clips is on. Did you see her?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. She's the one that just
She's
said.
the one that says that I'm a DILF. So, thank
She said
you.
you're a dilf?
Yes, she did right there. That's fine.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thanks, Eddie. I think so too.
Your mustache is quite glorious.
It is pretty glorious.
What is a DILF?
Brent says 308 has always been great. Bright says the stash is hot and it's okay because it's Pride Month.
Wait. That's right. Anthony, munitions considered less than lethal. Okay, that's not treason. What? Okay, so you're going to answer. You think police using munitions less than lethal is over violent? Okay, why did they use the munitions less than lethal munitions? They didn't show up and just like, well, we're going to start shooting everybody. That's not what happened. What led to the you can show up with less than lethal because they also showed up with lethal. So again, what instigated the use of the less than lethal munitions?
He says, let's see.
Practical says I might get PSA and 110.
Oh, I like it.
See y'all tomorrow.
Thanks, Chief.
Fam. Oh, Chief's gone. Bye, Chief. Practical Civilian says TTYL, Chief. I have a couple different through weights. My favorite is my FNIR.
Oh, that's nice, Grant.
That's grand.
Hi, Chloe. Sorry, Chloe. We're having a more
In-depth.
higher level,
Yeah.
in-depth adult conversation. I'm not trying to ignore you, but I'm also trying to stay in the conversation that's currently active. So it's not me trying to be rude. It's just me prioritizing the
She's
stuff.
satisfied. Vortex says, well, there was also Molotovs in the mix as well. True
Yes.
story.
Yeah.
Yes. And it says here, violent anti-ICE rioters.
Garam
So,
Samosa.
if they're violent rioters, then the Trump administration, meaning the president, can come in to protect the people and say, no, this is going to stop.
So
And if we have to use rubber bullets, we'll use rubber bullets to calm everybody down. But
I want to know. I want to know what.
protecting.
Well, I want him to answer. He's the one making the accusation. I know what happened. I've been reading up on it. I'm very familiar with it. It sounds like he is spouting some stuff that he heard on whatever social media news outlet that just hates Trump to hate Trump and hates ICE to hate ICE and Orange Man bad. I want Trevor to very specifically tell me when the police started shooting rubber bullets.
Vortex says, don't worry though, those National Guardsmen and Marines are mostly peaceful. Don't be a prejudiced bigot.
Yeah. It's mostly peaceful law enforcement.
Joseph Tech says the Thuggish Mafia tour just announced. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either, Joseph.
Practical says he is talking some caca. Grant says this is my private account. Oh, he's
So Joseph, law enforcement cannot just shoot to back people up.
My skin was stuck to the seat.
And that's not what happened. Now, law enforcement can shoot if people shine lasers at their face. They can shoot if people shine flashlights in their face. No, they did not. They did not. They didn't go in there and just, okay, we're going to shoot now. Go away.
No, in fact, the arrest of Emiliano Gardeno Galvez was not done until after he'd thrown the Molotov cocktail at the police officer, catching him on fire.
Yeah. Well, under duress, yes. Do you understand what duress is?
And he'd already been sent home 3 times. was
Do you
that?
understand what duress is, Joseph? I think you're confused to what the word duress means. Jaden, I have a shotgun. My shotgun's my most powerful gun because it's a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yes, if they feel threatened. If they didn't feel threatened, okay, what would make you feel threatened, Joseph? How do you measure what how someone feels threatened?
I feel threatened when somebody pulls in front of me.
Is that what you're saying you saw, or is that what happened? Do you feel threatened when someone moves too fast?
So George's Papalopoulos or something Papadopoulos. But anyway, George's.
Because here's the thing.
Do you want me to read it?
No, I'm answering Joseph's thing
Oh.
first. If you want to try to find Anthony's comment about treason, you can. So here's the thing, Joseph. If we cannot definitively say that he acted of his own without being under duress, and we can't define that he wasn't under duress, all right, then it must be assumed that he was under duress. Anyone who shot rubber bullets, all right, whether he was or not, if you cannot prove that he was not, just like in the state of California, somebody breaks into somebody else's house and then gets hurt in the house because of something that happened. If you can't prove that the person was trying to do something to harm the owner of the home and they weren't just trying to escape duress, okay? It's the same concept. And so as a police officer, if you have a bunch of people that are very angry and that are yelling and that are making threats and that are saying, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna hurt you, you pigs need to go home, you guys suck, you should all die, if all that kind of stuff is going on and then someone starts running at them, then yes, it's understandable why the police officer might have been like, oh shit, they might be actually trying to do all the stuff they just said they were going to do.
I'm not finding one about treason right now. Ask him if he'll repost
When
it.
the military gets involved, all right, when the National Guard gets involved, which is the military force that is designated to the state, all right, the National Guard can act as a supplement to the police force, and the same rules of engagement apply when it is the National Guard. I know, because I was in the National Guard, and I'm also in the reserves now. So
Yeah.
the rules of engagement still apply when the National Guard is sent out to help disperse and stop rioting and like craziness amongst the people.
But
Joseph, now you're talking conjecture. Rules of engagement are that's not how things work. Marines can shoot to protect their lives, but so can National Guardsmen, so can police, if their lives are threatened. If it's a peaceful protest, will they have reason to shoot? So that's my question to you. You're saying that they can and will shoot at what? If it's a peaceful protest, they're not going to shoot. So if it's not peaceful, then guess what? If the protest isn't peaceful, then why shouldn't people be allowed to protect themselves? If the law enforcement, the National Guard, and the Marines are just there doing what they are legally and lawfully able to do, because there isn't a law that says you can riot and be violent.
Joseph says there's no such thing as a peaceful protest.
Yes, there is.
There is.
When you go and stand in solidarity, I mean, Martin Luther King proved that. How many times did Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement, how many times did they go set cities on fire? I'm waiting. Maybe.
Are you seeing their comments?
Yes. MLK said rioting is the voice of the unheard. And how many riots was he involved in? How many riots was he involved in?
Ortiz Outdoors is saying hi.
Hey, what's up, Ortiz? Welcome in, bud.
Practical civilian. MLK also got declined for a CCW.
That's true also. Thanks, Brighton. Have a good night up in Tremonton.
Shoot.
Eddie is back.
Rosa Park was a peaceful protest.
Yeah. Rosa Park not sitting down or not standing up. That was a
Sitting
peaceful
down on the
protest.
She did say that. Emotions are contagious, and when you have a few with bad intentions, it can influence others with weak minds.
MLK marched.
Friend.
Malcolm took aim at. Which one was more successful? This also goes back to my exact argument on why everybody should have guns. Because it adds a certain level of realism and weight to your actions. The unarmed think that because they're unarmed with a firearm, that they can act however they want.
Means by that comment.
We're all suited. I don't even know what that means. Bye, Garam. Eddie. Wait, what are you asking, Eddie? Sorry. Vortex, I think they're making a sex joke.
You should read more, man. I'm disappointed. Anthony. That's what Anthony
I should read more, man. I read a lot, bud. I run a YouTube channel that does entertainment and information and current events, and I'm pretty well informed. Still didn't see. I'm driving, so I couldn't scroll back up and read what you said about treason.
Joseph wants to know if you've read The Art of War.
By Sun Tzu? Yeah.
We're talking peaceful protest, not war.
I agree. So we went from peaceful protesting to the art of war, huh? Thanks, George.
So what, is Anthony saying you need to read up on treason?
No, Anthony, it's not my job. You're making the accusation. If you're going to make the accusation, say what's true. That's not the way treason works. If you're a devil dog and you're in the Marine Corps and you understand the Uniform Code of Military Justice and you understand the law of armed conflict and you understand the Constitution, as you so boldly said, I clearly don't understand, even though I've been in the military for 20 years. I don't know how long you weren't in, but you're making an accusation of treason. You need to be able to back it up. I'm driving. Either say it or shut up.
I tried to scroll it. I can't find it.
No, you don't need to get angry. You're not doing anything wrong.
I just want him to hear me.
That's okay.
Joseph thinks he's backed it up. I guess we did.
I see one more rose that got really, really hot. I think my seat is burning my hands.
Well, did you put
Is that
the
Mia?
heater
Can you,
on?
Mia?
No, I think she accidentally hit the.
Oh.
I just don't know how to turn it off. She got it. Thank you.
No treason.
I was like, oh my
Nope.
gosh.
Let's pretend they're not here, because also live stream chats after a certain amount of time they lock back. So make your statement.
And by the way, it's not pertaining to your aunt.
Yeah, it's
never
literally
done this
it's
before.
literally my aunt who's never done this, who I asked to read my chats to me in case it got busy, because I'm driving, because it's 12:15 in the morning and we've been up since 6 a.m. and I've been in a car for 12 fucking hours. So
Oh.
either back up what you're gonna say, you retarded, no longer in the Marines piece of crap, all right, or shut up.
Joseph Tech says he's in Kuwait. I don't even know what that means. It's
It means he's in.
9:50.
It means he's in Kuwait.
Yeah, but he's
Are you at Al Asim, Joseph Tech? Are you at Al? I was at Al Udeed last year, and I forward went to several places. When I'm tired, and someone is and someone is making a claim and telling me that I don't understand the oath that I took, and is starting to shit on everyone who took the oath to protect the Constitution, and saying I've got some magical team, I have a family, and I'm tired of listening to you cry and
he's
say
not
that,
even on
yeah,
anymore, I don't think.
that's because he got put in his place.
Joseph says he's in Arafajane.
Or if a John.
Okay, whatever.
Cool. Yeah, I was at the I managed the cybersecurity at the KAOC, and then went forward to a couple different locations
David Lee
doing
says
operation stuff.
hi.
Hey, David.
You got a few newcomers. David Lee.
Yes, Joseph.
What is that AI member really? I don't know what that means. Yo, truck guy.
What's up, AI? I think AI's been in a couple of my streams
Okay.
before.
And Chloe's saying, did I miss anything? Yeah, she missed you getting pissed.
You missed me no longer being fun and friendly. You missed me putting someone in their place because they were being not appropriate, is the best way that I can put it without losing my mind again.
Word doesn't like nice. More political discourse. Below average Utah mad.
Thank you, Vortex. That's actually good. Dude, I don't like getting in that mindset and having that, like, feeling that way. It is infuriating. I have told you guys, I cherish my peace. I like to have fun. But if you're going to come in here,
Basically call you an idiot traitor.
yeah. Okay. Joseph, probably not going to like what I have to say, but me as an individual, not me as a member of the military or any backing of the military, or in any way the opinion of the Air Force or the Air Force Reserves. The Palestinian people voted Hamas into power as their government. And then their government decided to attack another government. So the Israelis responded in kind. Okay, well, that's what you want to do. Do I think it's terrible that there are women and children and people that don't want to be there dying? I do. I think it's horrible. Hamas probably shouldn't hide under hospitals and schools and behind human shields. It's not genocide. Joseph, it's not genocide. Dude, are you in the military, Joseph? Are you currently in the military? Or are you just a contractor that's there in Kuwait? Or a GS, government civilian? I'm just gonna go ahead and ask. I don't care what your actual name is. You're a Kuwaiti. Your name is Joseph Tech and you're a Kuwaiti. Did you move to Kuwait? Never mind. It doesn't matter. Okay. In World War II, all right? Okay. In World War II, the Jewish people, the people that eventually were relocated to Israel after, because we can establish that after World War I, the Ottoman Empire no longer existed. The British went in, whether it was right or wrong, doesn't matter because they did. They went in and they took over the Palestinian state or the Ottoman Empire state, whatever you want to call it. They took over the land that is now Israel. By the end of World War II, of the, what was it, like 8.5 million Jews that were openly Jewish and lived in the world, more than 7.5 million of them had been killed. Okay? Nearly 90% of the Jewish population was killed during World War II. That is genocide. When more than 90% of a population globally is destroyed. All right? And specifically targeted not because of anything other than their religious belief. Okay? Now, what is happening in Palestine is not targeting because of a religious belief. It is not targeting because of a political stance. It is targeted because of an act of war. Also, the people that are being killed, the total number of deaths that have taken place since October 7th, 2023, is a little over 80,000 deaths. There are still approximately 12 million Palestinians alive throughout the world. All right? That was not the case. So for people that were nearly wiped off the planet less than 100 years ago by Nazi Germany, and who have continuously been attacked even since they were put into the land of Israel, that historically, from a biblical and from a Quran stance, that is the land of Israel, and they are children of Abraham, and so they have that inheritance, unless you want to get into the religious aspect of it. They have been there. They have every right to be there. And for people that were nearly wiped off the planet, they're not doing a very good job of reciprocating to a country and a government that attacked them. Very cowardly, might I add. So, yes, I support Israel. Palestine shouldn't have voted Hamas into power, and I hope that Israel wipes every Hamas member off the face of the planet.
Did you see Anthony's last comment?
No.
He said, oh, there's not racism in Israel.
Yes, there is.
We never said there wasn't.
I never said there wasn't.
So why is everyone
But
saying free
there-
Palestine out here? Do they not know this? They don't understand.
So why is everyone saying free Palestine
Because
out
they
here?
don't care about the Jews.
Because fundamentally, most Muslims hate the Jews and the nation of Israel because they are descendants of Ishmael. Muslims are descendants of Ishmael, the older child of Abraham. If we're getting historically, that's what it is. Whether or not you believe in the Quran or the Bible or the Torah, historically, it goes down to the religious difference in that the children of Israel believe that they are the inheritors of the Abrahamic covenant. The children of Ishmael, not Israel, the children of Ishmael believe that they are the inheritors of the Abrahamic covenant. The Quran and the Prophet Muhammad taught that the children of Israel violated their covenant and therefore they lost their covenant to Abraham. But that's not how covenants work. The covenant was made between God and Abraham, and it was passed to the children of Israel, and only God can negate it, not a prophet or a proclaimed prophet saying, oh, well, they violated it, so now we get to go in and take it.
So he's saying, so they are on the wrong side of this.
You can protest what is happening, okay? They're saying free Palestine. Palestine was not under attack. There was nothing bad happening in Palestine on October 6th, 2023. Hamas, the government organization that the people of Palestine elected, attacked Israel. So, when people say free Palestine, sure, let's free Palestine from Hamas. Thank you, Crimson
racist,
Victory.
They are the most racist people. That's what Eddie says.
I agree. I think people that cry left and right about racism constantly are probably the most racist people, because all they see is race.
Brief 346 is saying, yo, what is this debate?
Oh, it's the
Palestine, Israel.
ICE protests, and Trump is, some people are saying Trump is committing treason, but they're not backing up what treason is and what he did that was treasonous, and then Hamas and Palestine and Israel. And
So how close is Hamas to being destroyed? I don't think very close. Joseph is saying.
Open source, last I read, there had been a total of about 35,000 Hamas members, I believe, that have been destroyed or that have been captured or killed. The problem is that Hamas doesn't have an official number of members because they're a terrorist organization. And so, in theory, a Hamas sympathizer, male, female, military age, or older, or younger could fall within the ranks of Hamas because they're a terrorist organization. It's like Al-Qaeda or ISIS or the Houthi.
Reef is asking if it's cool to talk politics in here.
Go for it. We've been doing it for the last 25, 30 minutes.
And then Ray's new life. Ray's new, I guess.
Joseph, Hamas was organized from a separate group of
They're basically
Palestinian radicals that I believe originally formed from a group of a radical Muslim group that emigrated north into Palestine and Israel from Egypt back since then. They declared themselves an organization in the 80s, in the mid to late 80s, and since then have been continuously, like, the UN doesn't recognize them as a terrorist organization, but NATO does. I think even the UAE recognizes them as a terrorist organization. I think Russia even recognizes Hamas as a terrorist organization. If Russia recognizes them as a terrorist organization, they're probably a terrorist organization.
So Anthony is talking about arresting the judge, considering the arrest of the U.S. governor, blah, blah, blah. That's why he thinks that Trump is committing treason. And he says, don't question my oath if all I'm doing is asking for accountability. And the problem is you didn't question his oath, he questioned yours.
Okay, so
This is
Anthony, if Gavin Newsom was unwilling to, if Gavin Newsom is the governor of California, was unwilling to declare a state of emergency, unwilling to declare martial law, unwilling to do what he needed to do to help support the law enforcement agencies that are within his state that are there to enforce law, and was advocating for protesters to stand against federal agents and law enforcement agents within his own state. If he was refusing to do that to keep law and order because the governor is supposed to protect the people of his state, so he's unwilling to protect citizens of his own state, then yes, the governor is subject to arrest by his boss, which is the people of California. And since they're not doing anything because they aren't the police force, the governor has control of the police force, then the other side is the federal boss, which is the president of the United States, who is within his confines to suggest or seek to have a governor arrested because they are not doing what they are supposed to do in protecting the people that they have been made stewards over.
Okay, Anthony's freaking out because I didn't read his whole comment. Arresting a judge, considering the arrest of a U.S. governor, threatening to withhold funding to a state. This list goes on. This was what I'm talking about. Read up. I mostly read the comment. So I'm not sure why he's upset.
Something about these are tiny protests. They're
These
tiny
are
tiny
house
protests.
Like, what
They're
are you
happening
talking
all
about?
over LA.
Yeah.
Why did they need, if they're tiny, why did they need to activate the National Guard? If they're tiny. They're either tiny or they're not, Anthony. Threatening to withhold funding? What are you talking about? Biden did that all the time. Biden threatened to withhold funding all the time.
Yes, Reef, this is a long ass drive.
Yes, it's a very long drive.
I'm not sure what Reef is saying, but he says, what is this joke?
Yeah, Anthony is, hey Anthony, how long were you in the Marines? What did you do? You said you got out. You said former Marine. What did you do? Just out of curiosity. Now answer the question, dude. You're laying the claim to being a veteran, being a Marine. I want to know, how long were you in the Marines? What did you do? How long ago were you in the Marines? Said you're a former Marine. Joseph. Were you honorably or dishonorably discharged, Anthony? Because I know a lot of Marines. And if I said, dude, what did you do? Were you honorably or dishonorably discharged? And no Marine,
Let's see your ID.
no Marine would ever say he's a former Marine. Unless they were a piece of shit. I know, because my cousin's a Marine. And so are some of my best friends. So you want to try again, Mr. High Horse?
I don't know if Reef is talking to you. He's saying everyone would disagree with you, Broski. It's common sense.
I'm pretty sure he's talking to Anthony.
You're putting yourself in trouble.
Oh, that's fine.
And Angela B just came on and says, I believe this person is just trolling you.
Yeah.
And Reef is saying, Chloe, they're ignoring you on purpose. I know. No, you're not. Well,
Joseph, terrorism is subjective and objective, but terrorism is defined, at least by the United States government, terrorism is defined as any individual or group of individuals that will take or make threats of violence to seek a political outcome or to try to sway political views.
Angela's from Florida.
So, if the threat is to use violence or to actually use violence in an effort to change a political view or a political stance in favor of the group or individuals making the threat, that is terrorism. It's do what we want or we're going to kill you. Do what we want because we already did something and it's going to get worse. That's terrorism. So Hamas has a statement, from the river to the sea, Israel or Palestine shall be free, or whatever. They're not talking about, like, they've never been indentured servants. They've never been forced to not live a certain way. There are plenty of Palestinians that live in Israel, but there are no Israelis that live in Palestine or in the Gaza Strip, because Israel allows Palestinians to live within Israel and Jerusalem with no issue, but it isn't reciprocated. Chloe, we're almost to Salt Lake. I'm sorry I haven't been looking at my screen except to see the conversation I was engaged in. So that's why I was ignoring you. I didn't realize that I was actively ignoring you, but it happens.
Shout out to Chloe, or shout out to Angela in Florida.
Thank you, Angela. Shout out to you. Garand, I got it from a gas station, bud.
Stop the cab. No average. Or
I don't know, I'm missing a lot of it now.
he's saying something about you.
Who? Anthony?
346. He's
Oh.
just talking shit out.
Reef, are you talking to me? I'm so confused. I was engaged in one conversation and
Okay,
people
so
are...
let's just stop for a second. Let's do a few things different. Remy would like you to give a shout out to Remy and Peyton.
Remy and Peyton, what's going on? Oh, to Roe and Peyton. I'm sorry, Roe and Peyton.
No, it says Remy and Peyton. Oh, did she spell it different?
It's a to Roe and Peyton, so I read that.
Oh, Roe and Peyton, okay. Well, it said differently. It was
Or-
two different ones.
C7, we're going home. Z06, we've been driving for a really long time. I'm sorry, everyone, if I'm getting agitated. I've been on the road for like 13 hours, and I've been awake since 6 a.m. It's now almost 1 a.m.
Reeve says he's talking to you. He obviously doesn't like your opinion. He says, hey, homie, are you going to have a good stream, or are you going to piss me off?
I don't care if I piss you off, Reef. You are, like, if you want to get pissed off, that's your issue.
Hayden Demio is, I don't know what he's saying.
Oh, I think
Sounds like he's saying lyrics.
I think it's lyrics to a song.
Vortex says, Reeve, now just what you're getting at here.
Yeah. Thank you, Vortex.
Joseph says, I want to hear you talk about 9/11. I don't know, maybe you need to lighten it up for a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we've had a lot of talk about politics and terrorism and geopolitics. 9/11's pretty well documented historically.
Hayden is singing Elton John lyrics.
I love it, Hayden. I love it.
Reeve says, I know you don't care, that's the whole point.
Well, it's my channel. I'm allowed to not care. I have ignored you because I was engaged in another conversation, barely paying attention to anything anyone said, except the conversation I was actively having. So, you can take it personal,
Reeve's just being an instigator.
or do we land on Mars? I mean, we have rovers on Mars.
Chris Huntsley thinks that, or Chris Huntsey thinks that
Yeah.
Anthony is a troll. But you didn't do a shout out to Chris either. So you might want to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Shout out to you. Thank you.
Let's see, who else do you need to do a shout out?
Yes, we landed on the moon. 100% we landed on the moon.
Well, Reeve says you could ban me from the channel. I couldn't care less. Your preaching gonna get you in trouble.
Okay.
Jotto,
Yeah.
you know about motors, well,
Something about motors? What?
yeah, he says, do you know about motors?
It's my aunt. I'm driving a freaking truck. I've been driving for 13 hours. And so she's reading that so that I hopefully don't miss out as much. You're kind of slow, aren't you, Reef? I am watching the road, Ariane. This is when all the people come out that think they know better. This is when all the people that like, this is great.
Oh yeah. I think it's time to sign off.
Yeah, maybe.
It's fine. They don't care. They can be angry. What are they gonna do? They're not gonna.
No, they're just
they're gonna
saying-
not subscribe to my channel.
Here's what they're doing now. It's like, who killed MLK? Who killed Malcolm X?
Assassins.
Yeah, I'd just say, looks like we're almost home. You don't want to know where you're at anyway.
CBO says Kurt Angle in the building.
Let them cook.
You have to know when to take it.
Chloe wants to know if you remember Will.
Yes, I remember Will, your brother.
What's Utah known for? What is Utah known for?
Honey.
The arches?
Ice cream, honey, soda shops,
Utah?
Mormons.
Arches? Mormons?
I was going to say
You didn't
crickets.
say the arches. That's on their license plate.
Skiing.
Skiing.
Best snow on earth.
Salt Lakes. Yep, Grant, you're right.
I feel like
Mormons.
it's kind of
CBO says Mormons. Angela B says, well, it was nice meeting everyone. Good night.
Thanks, Angela.
It's kind of known for mountains.
Chris is saying the time of pillow talk. So he must be going to bed.
Yep. Sounds good, Chris.
Tell Reef to leave Chloe alone.
Here we go.
Yes, Zavada, we're still on the road.
Hey, Zavada. Yes, we're still driving, but
Chris
see,
Hunsley says protection and health on you and your family later, broski.
thanks, Chris.
Grant said, is she gone?
No, Reef is gone.
Yeah, Reef is gone.
I'm done with that guy. He's gonna have a temper tantrum.
Chloe said she's not going to bed until this live is over. So you are contributing to the delinquency of a child.
No, that child's parents are contributing to the delinquency of the child.
What? Vortex Gunner is making a tres leche right now.
That's awesome, Vortex. That sounds amazing. Except that I'm like low carb, so I'll probably never eat any.
Yeah,
Hi,
but the rest of
John.
us would like the recipe, so just post it.
Yeah, but everybody else wants to know what you're putting in it. He's like, cake and 3 milks.
Joseph wants to know when you're headed back out there.
I don't know. I think geopolitically there's stuff that is more pressing than that region right now.
You were out there just a year ago, weren't you?
Yeah.
When did you get back? I guess it's been over a year now.
Yeah, it's been a little over a year. Oh, he posted
did
a
post
link.
Recipe. This is the best recipe I've come across. Good
So
man.
if you go onto the live stream now,
Joseph wants to
Mama
know
Yaga,
Africa.
you can see it.
If you're going to Africa anytime soon.
I probably won't. There's some specific missions and folks that do Africa. I'm not really involved in Africa.
I want to know what it is that Chloe likes about the live stream.
Little kids are weird like that. I'm a dad and I have kids. Yeah. No, and what I mean by that is, like, my children don't have completely and fully unrestricted access to electronics 24/7. If you're going to allow your child to have that kind of access, then, like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to parent that child. I'll offer advice and suggestion, but I'm not going to parent the child.
Joseph's going out. Says peace.
Later, Joseph. Good chat. Good inquisitive questions. Thank you for being respectful and receptive. At least to maybe a different respective to a different perspective. You don't have to agree, but that you listened, and that's admirable.
Tell Chloe we're about winding down.
Yeah, Chloe, we're getting ready to call it quits. I'm gonna end my stream about 10 minutes before I get home because I don't need people to see actually where I am. Uzi 07, y'all are examining your idol. I don't understand what that's saying. What's Uzi saying?
I don't know. It says 07, y'all are examine your ideals looking from the outside. It's obvious, have fun and grow. I will watch from goal. Do you get it?
Yeah. We're saying we're viewing our ideals, we're projecting our ideals from the outside.
And Chloe's sad because she doesn't want to 10, but she's got to go to bed someday.
That's true.
She says she's giving you a shout out when your live stream ends.
Thank you, Chloe.
And you had some heavy discussions tonight.
I know, it's really fun and light, and then it got like really deep. And it's fine. It's all Mundo's fault.
I think it's funny that the same guy that I kind of yelled out, Devin went off on.
It's one thing. I wanted to listen to what he said, and I was trying to give him a chance to be normal and give a perspective that made sense. And instead he just spouted a bunch of gobbledygook.
Well, you have to sit there and say, well, she didn't even read my comment. And I'm like, because I didn't read it verbatim?
Yeah.
Grant said people got too political. He's right.
Oh. I actually don't, like, I'm open to it, but I just prefer to not talk politics because I'm a pretty pro-US, pro-ally US type of guy, and I'm in the military, and so I just have I have an opinion that usually isn't going to be the most politically correct opinion. But if people want to talk, then I'll talk to them. But when they start being just spouting gobbledygook horseshit, then I'm like, dude, what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
Vortex is being funny.
All right, he's trying to convince Chloe to go to bed.
You're going to stunt your growth.
Oh,
Maybe that's why I'm short.
because you stayed up late on live streams.
Because I stayed up all night watching. Remember the Wild Wild West?
Yes.
Oh, I loved that show. I would always try to stay up late to watch Wild Wild West. James West.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm very cautious. I try to be as cautious as possible, Grant. And the reason I took such issue with what that was, it Trevor?
No,
I think
Anthony.
Anthony. The reason I took such issue with what Anthony said is he was writing himself as a Marine, and I wasn't going to stand by that because he doesn't represent Marines. It's the same thing I feel when I see the anti-gun, when the veterans that are in those anti-gun commercials, like, as a veteran, your job, I don't care if you were a sniper. It doesn't mean that you are afforded some special opinion that makes your view on firearms more correct regarding the Constitution. It's not about need. It is what's in the Constitution. So when people do that, when they invoke their veteran status and then make claims about things that have nothing to do with whether or not they're a veteran or a certain type of veteran, that is one thing that irks me more than any other, because I for one have lost friends both in the U.S. military and not in the U.S. military, that are in other countries' militaries, because I've been in the military for a long time. So when people say things like that, it does, it starts a fire that you guys don't very often get to see.
Anthony says, how am I still taking up space in this guy's head? Obviously, you're taking up space.
I mean, you're still here, Anthony, so.
Somebody asked what was going on, so.
Someone asked a question about why I was upset, and I answered it. You're still here, and for someone who thinks that I am off my rocker, it's a little odd. I don't give two shits about your DD-214.
Grant says, I remember being in Afghanistan in 2010 and being told we might not get paid this week because the government could agree on a spending bill.
Yeah. Dude, I get that. I totally get that. I hate the way that our politicians play games like that. I for one believe that we should have single issue bills. Nothing would probably ever get done except funding the military if there were single issue bills. And maybe that would be better. Maybe that would be better.
Grant says it was an Obamacare push. Speaking of Obamacare, I'll put a word in. When that all happened, all the people that, like the church was trying to employ through Desert Industries, remember? They had to cut all those people that were working 40 hours. They had to cut their hours back to less than 30 because they didn't have the ability to offer everybody insurance.
Yeah.
That wasn't what they were there for. It was a temporary thing.
Yeah.
And they were there just to help those people get back on their feet while they were trying to find other jobs. And because of Obamacare, they had to cut all their hours back to 30. Less than 30. 29 was the most.
Chloe, I think
And
that's a very good
businesses
idea.
do that.
You should probably go to bed.
Chloe, I want to go to bed.
So do I.
Schulich says he doesn't understand Obamacare as a German.
What's interesting,
We don't understand it.
dude, what's interesting, Shalaxel, is it's been around. The Affordable Care Act has been around since 2009-ish, and it still has lasting repercussions that have never disappeared.
I am going to say this. I am on Obamacare and it sucks. I hate it. Payments, the care, everything was done poorly.
It's universal health care, which in theory could be good, but the problem is that it's universal health care that's subsidized by
It's good for the
others.
destitute.
It-
Can afford it.
the-
but
No,
for
it's
the-
not, actually, because I was.
No, I know, but I could afford it when I was destitute. But when I have a job that is
Basically what it is everyone is forced to have insurance. It doesn't give you the option to not have insurance. You have to have insurance or you're taxed. And depending upon how much money you make, that determines how much your insurance costs. If your employer doesn't offer you insurance. And so because you make more money and you have to have federal health care, if you can't get privatized health care through an employer, it changes how much it costs because you're actually paying for someone else's health care who doesn't make as much money.
Did you see Simba's comment? You have to almost be home if we think we're all off our effing rockers.
Yes,
True story.
Simba. The vault is within reach.
okay. Where are we right now?
And Schulich says it sounds so difficult, and yes, it does. Where are we at? We're in Bountiful?
We're in North Salt Lake. We're almost about.
Oh gosh, North Salt Lake. We're literally half an hour away.
Yes,
We're so close.
yes, we are.
I didn't realize we were that close.
Yes,
I just got excited.
I am excited to sleep.
Yeah, well, we still have a half hour once we get to your house.
And we have to unload the
We
car.
have to unload the car.
Because
Actually, we have another
to
45
pull
minutes.
into Neva's car.
And then we have to go get my car. Craig's
Neva, maybe
house.
we should just come back tomorrow and load it into your car.
I'll need to get you your keys.
Where's Craig's house?
It's in North Ogden. It's right off. It's not like it takes long to get to. It's right off the highway.
Because I don't want to come all the way back and load
Go to
my
bed,
car.
Simba. You're good.
It's okay. We can figure it out.
Amanda,
Ferguson, ain't no
yeah.
way you're still doing the stream.
It has been a very long ass
Oh,
day.
Amanda, there is a way. There is a way.
I mean, the three of you could always share the big guest bed.
Vortex tells Chloe one day
I'll
when
sleep
you're
on the
older,
damn floor. I
you're
don't
going
care.
to want to go to bed. True story, Chloe.
And at the end of the day, when it gets to a certain point, I'm like, oh man, I'm so excited to go to bed.
Eddie asks if you're driving a van.
No, I'm driving a truck.
Simba says, I'm not tired. I woke up at 2100. What is 2100?
9 o'clock. But it's like, I think it's like 2 hours earlier where he is.
Amanda says, I was scrolling through other streams, so I decided to come back.
Gotcha. Well, thanks, Amanda. I genuinely mean that. It's always fun.
Chloe said she woke up at 3 p.m. this morning.
That statement
3
does
p.m. is
not
not
make
morning.
sense, Chloe.
It's not this morning. It's this afternoon.
Does she mean AM?
Amanda says, when is the live stream going to be over? About 15 minutes?
No, 5.
Are you a truck driver or BOA? BOU?
I am a dad driving my truck
Driving his family home from a wedding.
from a wedding. You know, I wasn't gonna take tomorrow off, but I might take tomorrow off.
Vortex is just dying over Chloe.
I know.
It's cracking me up.
Vortex,
He's
you
like,
are
oh, no.
good. You're a good guy. I like
Yes, He
you.
must be a dad.
You should do that, Chloe. You should go on a 1 hour run.
Eddie says 6 a.m. and still driving. The butt is square right now. To be fair, we were packing the car and doing cleaning up, not driving the whole time.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
left.
we've only been driving 11 hours.
Yeah, we left.
That's all.
We left 4 hours after we woke up.
Amanda says, I really want to go to bed, but I'm waiting till the stream's over.
You and everyone else.
Sounds
They're
familiar.
all acting like there's going to be some grand finale. Now we're feeling the pressure.
Unless there's a grand, someone's gonna donate $200 at the end and be like, "There, now you can buy a revolver."
Vortex
Yay!
says he's an older brother. Well, he's a good older brother.
You're a good older brother, Vortex.
Why does it smell like smoke here? Like someone's smoking.
I don't know.
Well,
Because
it
we
is
just
North
went
Salt Lake,
past
so
It
you've
is.
got you've got
All
the
kinds of
still
stuff.
plant. You always have problems around the still plant. It smells bad.
Simba, Chloe, do not go on a run. I never seen. Oh, Frosty. Shulix says that. Shulixel says 11-hour drive. That's insane. Oh, I've been on longer than that.
Yeah, it's
Amanda
not even a
says-
semi-truck. It's just a regular truck.
Amanda says it's 101 for her. Ask her where she's at.
101, Amanda.
Now it smells like skunk.
Yes, it does.
101. I'm guessing you are in either Vegas or three places I can think of: Vegas, Phoenix, or Albuquerque. But probably not Albuquerque. I feel like Albuquerque would be cooler by now. Yeah, well, I mean, we started driving at 10 a.m. Phoenix time. We gained an hour, so really
True.
it's 12. So we've been driving for 14 hours.
Amanda, I one time drove straight to Indianapolis, and it took me 31 hours.
You didn't
Point
sleep
to
that whole time?
Indianapolis. What?
You didn't sleep for 31 hours?
No, I did not.
We
You,
don't recommend that.
Yeah, that
I
is-
seriously felt sick.
yeah,
this
I
is- this is
wonder
not
why.
fun. But you know what? I'm so grateful we don't have to go to bed and get up and drive somewhere.
Really?
It's okay.
Are you?
Sorry, Neva. sorry, Mama.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mama.
Yeah, I
you
wish
still
I-
have to
I
do
wish
it.
I could say that.
101. Amanda, same for us.
Oh, it's 101?
Yeah,
It's the
I'm
same for
sorry.
us, Amanda. Are you in Colorado, Utah, or Idaho? I guess she could be in
Or
Montana.
Montana. Or Wyoming.
I don't think it's that warm. Oh, you're
Vortex
talking about
says-
time? I thought she was talking about.
Vortex says, now I might not troll my little sister the way her other brother does, but if she had the nerve to approach me at night and suggest going on a run, I will point all the sugar out of her system. I'm not sure what it means. Oh, Amanda says she's in Utah. Or did
Oh.
you say you're in Utah?
I'm in Utah.
Oh, dang. She says dang. But she didn't say where she's at. Oh, Mob Slots, 304, Florida. Shout out to Mob Slots.
Shout out to Mob Slots. Sorry, bud. I am so tired.
Yeah, your voice is cracking.
Yeah, my voice is cracking. My eyes are drooping.
We're almost there.
We're almost to the place that I need to be.
Tell
They
Chloe
want you to
not-
fight
tell
the
Chloe
chicken.
not
Do
to
it.
go on a run,
Chloe, probably not the best idea to go on a run.
especially by herself at this time of night.
Probably is the best idea to go to bed. Chicken jockey. I'm not even going to try to say it right.
Hey, she could do push-ups like you do.
Yeah, tell her to do push-ups.
Do push-ups for mental health. You can do those in your
Oh, yeah. Go do 22 push-ups, Chloe, for the 22 veterans that commit suicide every day. Go do 22 push-ups. Mob slots. You may ask me a question.
Stash you a question.
No race car. No, sorry. Normally I would have fun and I would say something witty. I just don't want to. I'm so tired. If you're over the age of 18 and you're on my live stream, go donate to my Revolver fund. If you're not over the age of 18, don't, because it's probably not your money. It's probably your parents'. Favorite football team, Arizona Cardinals. Oh, Amanda, so I do a video every day. Today was day 24, but I do a video every day where I do 22 push-ups because 22 veterans commit suicide every day. And it's just to raise awareness and for veterans, for mental health, for mental illness, and not just for vets and for the military, but like law enforcement, firefighters. A lot of them fall within that same kind of thing. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty similar statistic across the board for all those services. So I do it every day.
Greg Garcia, Mike.
No, Simba, no. Simba, you do enough.
HS dropout. I got 22 chins. Okay.
Cool.
Amanda says she's doing 22 push-ups right now.
That's amazing, Amanda. Thank you.
Come on, Chloe.
Okay.
I thought
She wanted to go on a 1 mile run, but she doesn't want to do 22 push-ups. That's fine. My kids don't like doing push-ups either.
Frank Garcia says I lost my DD in a boating accident too.
Oh, you're Daniel Defense? That sucks. That's true, but the 22
It's representative.
is representative of something. I'm not saying the 35 that you do isn't, but I do 22 every day and it represents something.
This nasty smells in the
We're in farmland, we're near the Salt Lake, like,
Salt Lake's kind of smelly.
yeah.
Stinky. Or we actually
That does smell like it's the lake. That's what I was wondering.
I was like, do we call it legacy?
Do I own any firearms in my vehicle? I mean, I own firearms and I'm in my vehicle, so
They're
yes.
in your vehicle.
Yes. I'm not sure what your name says. I just see a bunch of,
Symbols.
I think that's not Chinese. I think that's Japanese, actually. Japanese or Korean. Oy.
We said just call him Kevin.
Okay, Kevin.
Just call Kevin. Like the minions. Kevin!
Schluxel, it's pretty good. There aren't any. If it's not federally restricted, then you can own it in Utah. Good gun laws in Utah. I take that back. There's no such thing as a good gun law. There's good gun rights in Utah. No, I don't think so, David.
Amber, what movie have we watched the most times?
I don't know about what movie, but I can tell you what TV show I've watched the most, more than any other TV show.
What?
Stargate SG-1.
Yes. It's funny.
Chloe, I'm sure that there's many.
David, I'm normally a very fun guy, but I have been awake since 6 a.m. yesterday, and I have been driving for 14 hours. I'm very tired.
Amber says, hell yeah. David then says, who are you, Gunner? I don't know what that means. Oh, Gunner Vortex, maybe?
Yeah. Amanda, yes, I've watched Jeepers
Oh,
Creepers.
he's saying David Rodriguez, aye, aye, sir.
Oh, because David Rodriguez says, I need to give you an order, sir. And he said, you need to drink and drive. And so Vortex is saying, aye, aye, sir.
He does not know. I got it. Yeah, that was funny. Gunner's funny.
He's got a good attitude. Okay, guys. I am about 10 minutes from home. So, I am going to... It's a TV show on Amazon. Stargate SG-1 is a TV show on Amazon. It's 12 seasons long. Go watch it. It's amazing. You'll like it. But, yes, I'm 10 minutes from home. I'm going to end the stream. If you have enjoyed your time on our very long streams multiple times today, with me, my family, the things we talked about, and it's something that you find interesting, maybe consider subscribing or donating by buying a membership. Memberships, I think, start at like $2 or $3. It might be $5. But we do a lot of fun things. You'll get access to some emojis, early access to videos that I publish, access to videos that YouTube doesn't want me to publish and restricts. You'll still get access to those if you're a member. And they do that a lot because I talk a lot about guns and politics, and I make jokes where people normally probably wouldn't make jokes. So maybe give it a shot, and if you don't like it after 1 month, you don't have to do it again. but it will help us here on the channel since YouTube doesn't like to put ads on my stuff. I've had a lot of fun. I've enjoyed the company. It's helped me stay awake. And
Good night, Simba.
and I am looking forward to going to bed. But I will see you all tomorrow.
Chloe, you promised you'd go to bed.
You said you'd go to bed, Chloe. And remember, everyone, always carry around in the chamber, always carry every day, or the zesty Baba Yaga will come find you and snatch you.
See you nerds later.
Later, everybody.
Bye.